Tell me your journey from the wheelchair to Mount Everest. You're also a behavioral psychologist.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, tell me the story.
That's who I thought I was for the longest time.
Okay.
It's been so journey to sports has been very recent for me. It's new because I've never been a sports person all my school and college days. But then nature has a way of getting you to do things you avoided always. So that's what happened to me. And 2011, I picked up a medical condition that we didn't know what it was, and I call it a medical condition because we really didn't know for the longest time as to what was wrong. But all that happened was my bones kept breaking, and soon it became difficult to walk. Bit by bit, things went from bad to worse, and next I knew I was in a wheelchair. And the option was, or rather being able to walk, not walk at all, stay put in the wheelchair like the doctor said, or do something different. And this was in the year 2013 that I had the opportunity of saying I will do something different. So I wanted to prove everybody wrong, and I said not just walk, I will run, I will cycle, I will reach the highest point on earth. And at that point in time when I said that, I think highest point on earth being Everest was not even a thought in my head. But sure enough, so the journey set out in 2013, and things have just happened since then. I mean, the right people came along, the right opportunities came in, the planning helped. And 2013, I said that in 2017 summer, I will climb Everest. And that's it's what it's been, 4 years of intense work. So 2013 June, I did my first 3-kilometer walk. It was supposed to be a run, but I walked, and I did that. And I've been lucky 2019, which has been this year, June, that I ran South Africa Comrades. It's each year a different run, but this year 89 kilometers within 12 hours to be finished. So now I kind of call myself an endurance athlete. I've stopped really introducing the psychologist in me at all. And it's been that journey. August recently with the foundation that I work with and support, Adventures Beyond Barriers. I went on a cycling expedition, Manali to Khadungla. So 552 kilometers across 6 passes, over starting at an 8,000 feet, going up to 18,750. Cycling all the way on a tandem with a blind cyclist as pillion with me. So it's been a beautiful experience. And of course 2017 May, as I had said, the mountain was gracious and kind enough to allow me to come up. So as an Everester also today, I think I can call myself an endurance athlete.
Absolutely. You sold off your house to climb Everest.
Yeah, well, that's
you don't get
something
it. Yeah, but corporates don't pay, right?
No, corporates don't pay.
Never.
And I work in the corporate sector, so I was very hopeful somebody would fund. Taking a loan was not really an option. I couldn't have, and it's very possible that people die. I went from the north side, which is the Tibet side, and interestingly, Tibet has only 1/4 in terms of numbers from the first climb till date that people have climbed. However, it's a 4% as a death rate when you talk about how many would die. So which means it's a lot. If I have in a season only 20 climb, and then I'm going to say, well, 4% of that is going to go, I could be one of those who died. So I couldn't have left any loans for my family to deal with. And after having realized that the government or the corporate is not going to fund, I was hopeful because being the first woman from Maharashtra, I thought the government might help, but no such luck. I guess, and I say that the universe makes it happen. I was able to sell my house at a price that I wanted at a time that I wanted. But that was larger, and which is why it was more important to me. So yes, did sell the house. And today I live in a much tinier apartment on the outskirts of Pune city. But it's definitely bigger than my tent that I was on the mountain herself. So I think that's all really a human needs, very little space, very little belongings, and life is good.
Unbelievable, that story of how a person who went from a wheelchair to the mountain to Mount Everest, sold off her house, and now is very happy where she's in her life.
Absolutely.